if you love what the Hales, type what the Hales. Right over there in the chat. Maybe it's over there. I don't know. Maybe it's up there or down there. I'm not sure. But if you... Oh, wait. Yep, there we go. If you love what the Hales, type what the Hales. Yeah. I see Shane M typed it, so did Mama G. But she also said, follow them. If you love what the Hales and making all them sales, if you love what the Hales, type what the Hales. All right, come on. Let's see what you got. James Aaron Smith, type what the Hales. K Rest, type what the Hales. We got Lazy Walker P. He type what the Hales. Here we go. If you love what the Hales, type what the Hales. If you love what the Hales, type what the Hales. If you love what the Hales and making all them sales. If you love what the Hales, type what the Hales. Just like Nancy Downs, Jonathan, Rosberry, Kim, Upchurch. Oh yeah, yep. And Darlene, Kathleen, Nanny. Because they love what the Hales. So you should go ahead and type it too. Type what the Hales. They love what the Hales. So type what the Hales. If you love what the Hales and making all them sales. If you love what the Hales, type what the Hales. Welcome to the live stream tonight here in Ohio. It is cold. It's beyond cold. It was actually 14 degrees today. It is so cold, my truck actually froze shut. That's a little rough. So I'm in a little bit of conundrum. I need to figure out what the Hales, wait. I need to figure out where the Hales I should go through all this cold weather. So I've got a couple guys trying to get me back into Texas. But then again, I think I got a text. This is the crazy part. I just got a text. I'm thinking about getting early flights to New York. So, all right, I have an offer. I have a text offer to go to New York, and or I could just stay right here in warm, balmy Ohio. I'm kind of thinking maybe that's not the best idea. What do you guys think? Should we go? Oh, Jonathan Rosberry said Florida. I really, absolutely want to hit it back into Florida. So that's not up for debate. I probably will end up back there. The reason I am not in Florida, there are a couple reasons, but the number one reason is my camper is not finished. So the issue with my camper, I had a couple things that needed to be done to the camper and in preparation for travel. So Ramsey's was bought in preparation for travel. I got Sirius XM radio in preparation for travel. As a matter of fact, with my Sirius XM radio, I got the free Alexa Amazon Dot. Watch this. This is so incredible. Okay. This has got to be the best thing in the world. This is Hale's hilarious. Alexa, how do you spell fart? Did I just lose Alexa? Alexa, how do you spell fart?
Fart is spelled F-A-R-T.
Alexa, what is the definition of fart?
As a noun, fart is usually defined as a flatus expelled through the anus. As a verb, fart is usually defined as to expel a flatus through the anus. Break wind. For more, ask me to give you more definitions for fart.
More definitions, please. Can't believe. Oh my goodness. That's going to be the greatest thing in the world. So if you have an Alexa, ask her all kinds of things just like that. So that came free with my Sirius XM subscription. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. I know I'm 42, but I'm truly just a 10-year-old playing with this black Alexa dot thing, having it define fart for me. Okay. All right, one more time. You have to hear that. This has got to be the funniest thing in the world. Alexa, define fart.
Flatulence, also known as a fart, happens when your intestines need to release gas. Gas forms for several reasons, including digesting food, swallowed air, and overgrowth of bacteria in the small intestines due to a medical issue, or carbohydrates, like bread,
Oh my
that aren't
goodness.
fully digested.
Yeah. That little thing just said flatulence. I can't help it. Oh my goodness. That thing just said flatulence. I gotta tell you, that was worth a year's subscription to Sirius XM. Oh man. Okay. All right. Calm down. Okay. I'm good. I'm good. Everything's gonna be all right. Okay. All right. So I'm not sure where okay. So the camper. Um, the camper needs to be prepped for travel full time on the road as well. So there are a number of things that needed to be done to the actual camper to get it all prepped and ready. So I did go to a camper show, and you've seen that probably if you've been on the channel for a while. Looking at other features, things that I want for the future, such as a fifth wheel, and things such as a higher ceiling. Just normal things. I don't want a toy hauler because I'm not about hauling toys. I'm about living in the actual camper full time. So literally, it's a house on wheels. My camper had some issues with a soggy floor. And being a big man, and I am. That's the one thing that people say when they meet me in person. They're like, Jeremy, you look so much taller. And I think that's a nice way of saying I look chunkier. But they say tall, so that's always nice. But the floor is sagging. So when they create these ultra lights, there's a span on the runners about 4 feet. And my floor particularly has a 1/4-inch piece of Luan, an inch of styrofoam, and then another 1/4-inch piece of Luan. And what happens in those 4-foot stretches, they actually begin to sag, especially when you're going on the road. It becomes unglued and things like that. And so I really wanted that cared for before I went out on the road and then put my foot through that Luan and then through the actual styrofoam and the other piece of Luan. But it's not as easy of repair as you would have thought. So I'm still held up because really I wanted to get the camper and I wanted to go straight back to Florida. And I tried to do that once we got home from Florida, but that has not worked out yet, just based on everything with the camper not being ready. And there were a few other things that needed to be cared for as well. But that was the main thing, that flooring. So I would just go to Florida just for the sake of going to Florida to get out of all of this right now. We have the next 3 days, we have nothing but temperatures in the teens. So I got a couple guys, Justin being one of them, Grimes Finds, and then Rob with Lunkers TV saying, hey, just come down next week into Texas and film with us all week. We got, Rob, I was on the phone with Rob last night for about an hour, and we were profiling some units and things like that. And they got huge runs, which Grimes is in the chat. So Grimes will be able to tell you. I mean, they got some incredible runs this next week. So I may end up there, but then again, I don't know where the Hales I'm going to end up. Where do you think I should go? Because I don't want to be in freezing Ohio right now. I actually worked at the warehouse all day today to try and create a video for you tomorrow. And it's just not going to happen just based on the freezing temperatures. I got half of a video done and it's just so bitterly, horribly cold. Let's see. Debbie Vaughn says South Alabama. Betty Webb says, hello, Mama G. So Mama G, Betty says hi. Ricky White says Arkansas. And Crocker's Locker says, all right, come on back to Texas. Grimes Spine says New York. All right, so Justin, Rob just called me like 10 minutes before the actual live stream. And so I'm up to speed on things. I'm going to call him after the live stream. I let him know that I would give him a call right afterwards. So I am up to speed on the whole New York deal. Sort of. I've just got a really brief call, and I'll get up to speed on that afterwards, Justin. And Ebony Smith says Australia, and Annette Flint says do not come to Philly. Actually, I was looking at auctions today. I was actually looking at some in Philadelphia because there's nothing. It's so dry. Beginning of January in Ohio, everything is so dry. And part of that is because of temperatures. But the beautiful part of that is beginning of January, everything's so dirt cheap. So you've seen me buy a few real cheap units here lately. And it's going to be cheap here for a while because everybody spent their money on Christmas. Nobody has any money until tax time. Come April, May, the prices blow out of the roof again. But that's just the way that it is in this area. Let's see. Randy West said North Carolina. Actually, North Carolina. That sounds perfect right now. And Lucy K says Tucson, Arizona. Might actually have to do that. And then Jill finds and tells come to Florida on the 26th through 28th. Is that Jill? You'll have to send me a message on what run that is. And then Kay Fry says Las Vegas. I've never been to Vegas. Never ever. Never ever. Mike W says Utah. We'll see. I can guarantee you I'm not staying in the state of Ohio for the rest of January. I can tell you that confidently because it's just too stinking cold. Hales has literally frozen over. All right, we do have some mail. We got to get into some mail tonight, okay? And before we do, we know we got to play the mail song, or we could have Alexa do it, right? All right. If Alexa, and I don't know if Alexa knows that. I might have to teach her that. All right, let's see what we got. We got mail. All right, we do have quite a bit of mail because I finally got to the P.O. box. It's been busy. So we'll start here with this one right here. We've got a box. This is from Dennis and Elfilda K. Geloso. And if you think I pronounced that right, you are dead wrong. I'm pretty sure. There we go. I'm pretty sure I got that wrong. All right. Get the knife. And remember, just got away from the sausage. Let's see what we have here from Dennis. All right. We've got a note. Jeremy, George, and George. There's a hat for Jeremy to keep his interest up to visit Alaska, which I do. I want to visit Alaska, particularly. Oh, look at that. Particularly, I want to go see the whales. I want to see the whales migrate in Alaska. Check that out. That is sharp. What do you guys think? Like this? Like this? Or like this? Maybe like this. All right. Let's see what else we have here. There's a hat for Jeremy to keep his interest up in visiting Alaska, which that is on my bucket list. I promise you it is. A found necklace from a yard sale for baby. This must be it right here. Yep, there it is. There's a necklace right there for baby. And dust my eyes. Do you guys see that? 925. It's marked multiple places there. 925. This is, my goodness, Dennis. This is quite a. This is almost as heavy as the necklace I found earlier. Yeah, that whole necklace is 925. That's silver right there for baby. A knife for George because of his interest in different knives, which he definitely. Yep, here we go. NRA to George right there. And let's take a peek at it. Let's see. I asked George to come over to the warehouse today, but George has the flu. So I don't know. He might not. There's no way he could be going live tonight. He has the flu. Check that out. Look at that right there. NRA knife for George. And a small thank you for all the enjoyment I get each week, Dennis77. Thank you so much, Dennis. We truly appreciate it. And thank you for all the special gifts. I will wear the hat with pride. That's okay, right? You guys think that's all right? Right there. Right there, a little spinny. Yeah, look at that. Look, I got a little spinny on this. You remember when they used to put the propellers up top? Now I got this instead. I got a polar bear up top. That's a Hales of a necklace right there. That's all silver. That's wild. Let me put that. I'm gonna put that silver right back in this little protector case. 636 on tonight. Welcome, all those who just got on. All right. You know what? Maybe we'll do this. That'll hide the bald spots better. Okay, we've got more. We've got from LTF, Minnesota. This is from Minnesota. Let's dig in here. We will always, you see that? Away. Okay, from Minnesota, let's see what we have here. From Vodaloo. There's a doggy. Wait, actually, you know what? I think we could do the rest of the show like this. All right, so what the Hales have you been up to today? See, it works. From Vodaloo. Oh my goodness, this is a long one. Look at that. That's a long one there. Double-sided. Dear Hales, Happy New Year. Love you too. January 2020. The dog on front of the card is my precious, magnificent Miss Voda Louise. She's a 110-pound American Bulldog. About what George weighs. Not even close. And I was her third owner. And, personal stuff. Since life has been a real downer, the other day I discovered what the Hales, you two are terrific together. That little Egyptian Queen George is a real Cleopatra. Good eyes, Jeremy. Actually, my eyes are broken. My eyes are very, very broken. Color blindness, it gets you every time. Jeremy, you're no fool. That depends on who you're talking to. And I'll be 72 this August. If only I was 6 months younger, I'd give you a fight for her hand. So there you go. Somebody is fighting. This is Les. Les is fighting here. P.S. I may have to buy an abandoned storage unit or two. Les, you are on the right channel if you want to learn how to buy storage units. No doubt about it whatsoever. And we're going to be taking your questions tonight. So stick around. Once I ask for questions, because I won't be able to go back through the chat right now and actually get those questions. Actually, I hope, did I miss any super chats? I should be watching, but I haven't been watching. Any super chats? I think we're good. I think we're okay. As far as I can tell, we're okay. If I did, Twyla Burns says it's freezing in Mansfield, Ohio tonight. Twyla, you are 30 minutes from me, and it's freezing like crazy here too. All right, 660 watching. This one, this one's from Dennis too. So this is a letter from Dennis. So that was a package. Now this one's a letter. And Jeremy and George. This is for Joey. Joey is George's son, 20-year-old son. Smart move. When I joined the Air Force in 1963, I got room and board, $87 a month. I used my GI Bill for college. That's incredible. And then Dennis actually sent $4 in the mail. Okay, and he said, still catching up, learning about your channel. Here's $4 to help with whatever. There you go. Thank you so much, Dennis. We will use this for restoring the love. How about that? Thank you, Dennis. Really appreciate it. That's 2 from Dennis. Got one more, and it's a package. Here we go. Okay. Big one. That's what she said. All right. It's a big one. Okay. This one is from Funko Pop Review. Let's see what we have. We've got an entire package from Funko Pop Review. Look at that. Now, Funko Pop Review is a YouTube channel as well. And it looks like, I think we got t-shirts. Let's see. I think there's more than t-shirts. Holy cow. We've got stickers. I think we got stickers from Anthony. I think we got a magnet from Anthony. And we got another sticker from Anthony. We got a little note here. Let's see what it says. Jeremy and George, to what the Hales. Dear new friends, enclosed are my new t-shirts from my YouTube channel, Funko Pop Review. One for you and one for George. I also enclosed a few stickers and a magnet for the back of your truck because some folks don't like to put stickers on their car. I pray your 2020 is filled with health, wealth, and happiness. Sincerely, Anthony. Health right now is not what's going around. Flu is hitting everywhere and anywhere right now. Actually, I think I might be coming down with it. Storage Auction Snipers just sent 777. Just avoid Richmond, Virginia tomorrow. You won't like me when I'm angry. Wow. I didn't know we were that angry. But apparently, if you're in Richmond, Virginia, you got to avoid it. It's not going to be good. Let's take a look at these t-shirts because I want to check them out. Oh, here's an extra large. There we go. Look at this. I'm getting a full wardrobe tonight. This is kind of crazy. I'm actually getting a full wardrobe. So I got the hat. Now I got a shirt. Extra large. And then medium. All right. So no doubt the medium, I'm sure he sent the medium for me. Yep. I'm sure he sent the medium for me. And then the extra large for George. All right. Appreciate it, Anthony. Oh, man. There's even more. There we go. There's even more right there. Okay, that's the mail. We got through all the mail. There we go, like that. Is that how dads wear it? Would that be how a dad would wear it? Or would a dad wear it like this? Like this? Or like that? What's the best way to hide your bald spots? Or maybe like, anybody ever wonder what I would look like bald? This. This is what I would look like bald. Just like that. Okay, let's get into your actual questions. If you've got a question, go ahead. Go ahead, put it in the actual chat, and we'll see if we can jump into your questions tonight. We're at 700. Whoop, whoop. Oh, and for all of you who have seen that we're looking to hire a full-time cameraman or woman, and preferably it'd be better if it was a man because there's a lot of travel involved with another man. So really, in that regard, probably the best that way. But cameraman, woman, camera person, and / editor as well. So I do have an interview tomorrow morning. And the crazy part is this person is actually local here in Wooster. And he works construction full time, but he's got a side hustle of a photography and video editing business. So should be really great. I'm looking forward to the actual interview and breakfast as well, because breakfast is always good. And we'll see where things go, because that could be amazing. Second Chance just sent $2. You're way too young to be acting like a snowbird. Oh my goodness. I'm way too cold. That's the deal. Too cold. Why does anybody decide to live in Ohio during the winter? I have to ask myself all the time. All right, let's see if we can get any questions. Thomas Patterson says, what drives you? What really gets you going? All right, Thomas, what drives me, what really gets me going is not money. Okay, I'm not a money-driven person, even though money is typically involved one way or another. I'm a very mission-driven person. And so where you see corporations and businesses within the past 20 years, everybody came out with a mission statement. Everybody came out with a purpose statement. Even in your resumes now, you're told, hey, develop a mission statement for yourself or a purpose statement for yourself. That's what drives me, is that reason why we do what we do, okay? So you're always, whenever you're doing something, you have to answer a few questions. Number one, why? And then from your why should come your what. And then from your what should come your where, right? So why do you do what you do? And that's truly what gets me up in the morning. That's what drives me, particularly when it's ministry focused, when it's helping people grow spiritually. That drives me. That gets me out of bed. Now, that always isn't an avenue for me anymore in my life. So the other thing that drives me is helping people other ways, whether it be with Restored to Love. That's why we rally around that, why we love that so much. Or whether it be helping other fellow YouTubers or other friends, generating that interest in the community and the platform as it continues to grow. So that is a ton of fun for me. Mick Draper just sent $1.99. You're never too young to move to Sanibel. Amen. Amen. Sanibel Island is one of my favorite places in the entire world. And so I would go back there in a heartbeat. I miss it already. So that's what drives me. What drives me is actually mission, and to actually fulfill a mission, you have to have money. So one of the things that I've often said in the past when I have students with me working on their master's degree, you can't have a mission or you can't have a ministry if you don't have money. You can't have an impact if you don't have an income. And so to do those things, we actually have to generate income to be able to go out and do those things. Because if I have none of it, then I live in a box down by the river. All right, let's take another question. Gene V says, please come to Texas. Gene, I have been to Texas 3 times in the last month and a half. Shirley Pearl, is the warehouse closed for the winter? Absolutely, Cheryl. Shirley, it's freezing in there. It is downright cold. I just had the Christian school over to take care of really picking and going through all of the items that they wanted to get through from the crafters unit. And they're coming back again. But with 6 of them there, I mean, they were freezing. They were absolutely freezing. As a matter of fact, when they came, I said, all right, you're on your own. I'm not staying in here. It's too cold. You can have anything you want of this stuff. And they took a lot of stuff. And that's for Wooster Christian School. They took a lot of stuff. But I told them, make sure you lock the door on your way out. STEM Camp Projects just sent $2. Bam! Let's see. Is George okay? Last I talked to George, he was okay. Wait, he's right below you. He said it's below 0 in that place. So George is right below you, STEM Camp Projects, taking a risk. And he says it's below 0 in that place. And he is absolutely correct. So George, I actually had the Torpane heater running the entire day today. I'm probably going to have to go fill it again tomorrow. Midwest Picker says sent $2. In the future, will you do live interviews? I don't even know what I'm doing tomorrow, let alone the future for live interviews. But my guess is probably not. That's just a guess. I have no idea. It's not something that I've ever thought about, given any time to think about. But probably not. All right, let's see what else. William Jordan said, "Love you." Love you back, William. And Storage Scavenger said, taking a risk. Hope you feel better soon. He has the flu. The entire family has the flu. I don't think there's anybody in the family that doesn't have the flu right now. And now I think I'm coming down with it. Reba James says, do you donate a lot of the clothes that you find to the churches that have clothes giveaway? I run a clothing closet in Missouri, and I know what a blessing that is. All right, Reba, that's a great question. Number one, I donate all clothing. All right, it's not my thing. Some people geek out over clothing. I don't geek out over clothing. Clothing does nothing for me. So all that being said, all of that clothing gets donated one way or another. Now, the only avenue that will accept my donation levels, so I can't just come to your church and go, all right, come pick up all the clothing, or maybe your church would. Or they would say, Jeremy, you have to go drop it off and we can only take this level. I can't work with constraints like that. That does not work for me. I don't have time for that. I have to have an organization that will come and pick it up and that will take it all, regardless of what it is, and it has to be on a schedule. And that's the way my business works. And so all of it gets donated. It all goes to Goodwill. I get a tax write-off for it. Goodwill continues to promote their business as well. We're all happy. If a church actually, and I've actually tried with my with my my personal city ministries and missions. They cannot handle the volume that I give. They can't do it. It's too overwhelming. They can't accept it because they don't have space. They don't have volunteers to sort it. All of that. It just goes on and on and on. Goodwill is the only organization, and I know I get all the trolls all the time going, Goodwill, they're not a nonprofit. Yes, they're a nonprofit. Nonprofit is a tax status. It's not a business plan. For all of you geniuses out there, if you don't make money, you don't have a nonprofit. You can make profit in a nonprofit. It's a not-for-profit. All that money goes back into the programs that you run. If you don't run a profit, you don't have an organization or a business. And for those who say, oh man, the CEO makes too much money, guess what? If you were the CEO and built that business up, you'd be worth that much as well. And if he went to the actual public sector, right now he's in the social sector, the not-for-profit, he'd be worth Hales of a lot more. So stop ripping on them because you don't have the same skill set. And they are fine. And I love working with them. They take care of me. I take care of them. And it works out very, very well. And if that was too harsh for some of you, come here to Ohio. You're a snowflake. You won't melt here. It's too cold. All right. Darlene Radin said, did you lose Wi-Fi there, Jeremy? We lost connection. My Wi-Fi is directly plugged in. So that probably, I'm guessing that's on your end because my Wi-Fi is directly plugged into fiber optics. Jonathan just sent $5 with a chicken fist pump. Careful, Hulk. Ready? You know who that sounds like. Did that just say you won't like me when I'm hangry? There we go. Okay. Let's see what other questions we have. Mick Draper says, amen, Goodwill CEO deserves. So somebody just said the journal that belonged to the individual that served in World War II. I just lost it. Let me see if I can find it. I'm on a brand new laptop. I just bought a brand new laptop because mine was destroyed, completely and totally destroyed. All right, so Paisley Park said, the journals that belong to the individual that served in World War II, your friend's locker, will those journals be sold or possibly donated to the Historical Society? If you want any information on those journals, they don't belong to me. I don't own them. That would be Second Sense. So you have to go to Second Sense channel. You have to ask Rob with Second Sense to find out exactly what he's doing with that. He runs an auction house. Chances are those are going to be auctioned off. But I can't speak for Rob personally. So you have to talk with Rob to figure out what his goal is with that. I feel like switching it up. Look at that. Did you just see that? My hair's so long, some of it's even sticking out. It's a miracle. I'm growing hair again. Not much, though. Okay. Michael Hepburn said, rip it, Jeremy, rip it. He might be talking about the Alexa thing. Just turned Alexa on. So let's see what else. Dale Abbott said, our church is going to be in the Philippines on a missions trip, leaving tomorrow morning, Community Baptist Church in Akron, Ohio. I know your church well, Dale, very well. I had the opportunity to preach and speak in many, many of the churches in Ohio as I served a nonprofit or a not-for-profit. We made plenty of profit, and it was a great thing. And Cheryl Crisp, thank you for all the help you give the people. It's so good of you to give back the way that you do. Also, California is cold too. If California is cold, my goodness, what's going on? Is it Northern California that's cold, or would it be Southern California that's cold? That would be the question that I would have. Which portion? Which portion? And Buying Space said, yes, thank you for talking up Goodwill. You are more than welcome, Buying Space. Goodwill has been so good to me. Frankly, I've made so much money off of Goodwill, buying and then reselling. And I'm thrilled. I'm absolutely thrilled. They come with a semi-truck every single Friday, like clockwork, every single Friday. All of the banana boxes that you've seen George opening on Taking a Risk, those banana boxes, they took them. They're gone. They took them all. I could have put them in the warehouse and sold them, but instead I was like, you know what? Let's just donate this all to Goodwill and we'll let them profit from it. So that was a fun thing to do as well. And questions. I need your questions. Let's see if I can find one. Things move so fast. Ashley Miller wants to know what's the weirdest thing I've ever found. Ashley, have you watched the videos? There's over 500 now. Okay, if you guys have watched the videos, why don't you go ahead and type in the chat what you think the weirdest thing is. Wait, I think your chat's over there, right? Yes. Wait, yep, it is. It's right over there. So let us know what the weirdest thing you have seen on the videos, because weird is very hard to define. Okay, just like people ask what's the coolest thing, what's the best thing. Well, weird to me may be very, very usual to you. Like, I know one of the weirdest people in the world. I mean, completely and totally weird. Weird is an understatement how weird this person is. Okay, this person happened to come from Egypt. Weirdest person you could ever meet in your life, right? But to that person, that's not weird. That's normal. So let's see what you guys actually think is weird, because that's all in the eye of the beholder what weird is. Pamela York said blue liquid in the jars. I still don't know what that blue liquid is in the jar. That's actually locked in the back of my truck that I couldn't get open today. And let's see what else. Boom, I see you need to block 69. I'll get that. Thanks, Mama G, for taking care of that. I'll put that in the banned word list. And false teeth. Yes, Rhonda said false teeth. We find false teeth all the time. And believe it or not, people buy that on eBay. I've not sold it. I'm not into that. Blue liquid. Debbie Vaughn says a blue liquid. So this past week, I found blue liquid in a pickle jar. I even forgot about that, all that. Storage Legend says he's the weirdest. He's weird, but to somebody who's weird, he's normal. Moosehead, Shirley Pearl said Moosehead. So to Shirley, the Moosehead was weird. I just think it's awesome. Oh, adult toys. I found another one today. You guys are going to get to see it in the next video that comes out. And I don't know if that video is going to come out tomorrow or Tuesday. I'm not sure yet, because I have to keep up with work. There's just too much in the cold right now. Storage Chaser says balloons and unicorn horns. So many balloons, so many unicorn horns. The next video that comes out, I promise, if you like unicorn horns, this is a beauty. This is a beauty. You're going to love it. Buying Space said human ashes. Yep. Real teeth. Kathleen Hardwood said real teeth. We find real teeth all the time. Taking a risk said that's weird. George said he lost his pickle jar filled with blue liquid. It just so happens I have it, George. It's in the back of my truck, and I cannot get that thing unlocked. Storage Chaser says unicorn horns with a bunch of unicorns. And Storage Legend says $1.99 live this Tuesday, 8 p.m. Be there. Bam. So, Chapo and Guapo, almost messed up there. Chapo and Guapo go live every Tuesday, and they're a ton of fun to watch on the live as well. Oh, the whole furry. Shirley said the whole furry unit. Okay, I think you're right on that one. So I bought that whole furry unit, never knowing. Okay, we'll give you a little background. Okay, number one, conservative Christian home. Accepted Jesus Christ as my personal savior at the age of 7. Gave my life over to Jesus in full-time ministry most of my life. Okay, that is my life. Bible degree, seminary degree, business degrees, all of that. And so I don't know this other side of life. That's never been a part of my life, nor I have any interest in it whatsoever. So I buy this unit, and all of a sudden, all this anime porn starts coming out. And then I find out there's this whole thing called furries. And I find out they run around in diapers and do stuff in diapers and animal outfits and do stuff in animal outfits. And that probably is the most weirdest thing, in my opinion, as well. So that was good, Shirley. Good. I don't even remember what I buy anymore. Second Chance just sent $2. The blue stuff was dish soap. I saw the bubbles. I honestly, I don't know. I haven't opened it yet because it's still in the back of the truck. So all of that stuff went in the back of the truck, and the back of my truck, because it has a cover over it that locks as well, it's all locked in there. I tried all day to get in there to get that stuff because I have 2 laptops from that unit, and I wanted to do the fine tooth sort to actually get those cords, to find the cords so I can plug in the laptops tonight. I can't even get in there. It's very frustrating. Lazy Walking P, $1.99. Real estate has been my life. He's smashing it on the real estate. And real estate is also part of my life. Absolutely love it. Actually, Lazy Walking P, I went to go see another rental property this week. I went, I don't know, it's like a day or 2 ago. Probably, maybe more than that. I went to go see another piece of property. But the key with real estate to make the most money out of real estate is you want multi-family units. You want multi-living units. So if you have an opportunity to buy the right piece of property at the right price, absolutely get it no matter what. But one family unit versus buying a condo, you typically are going to make more money if you buy a condo. A condo versus four apartments, you're typically going to make more money on 4 apartments. One piece of property, 4 incomes. You see what I'm saying? 4 apartments versus 10 apartments, you're going to make more money on the 10 apartments. That's how you make money on real estate. Okay. Storage Chaser says he found a large 55-gallon drum of blue liquid. Had to have it tested, make sure we could sell it. It was windshield washer fluid. Nice. That's actually pretty cool. Donna just sent $4.99. Bam! Has Ramsey recovered from the Florida trip? Ramsey actually did recover from the Florida trip. I got Ramsey's back this week. I think it was Wednesday or Thursday, one or the other. So I got Ramsey's back $2,100 later. So the heat core actually busted in Ramsey's and was dropping antifreeze on another element, which you start smelling all that nauseous antifreeze, and it's heating up and evaporating coming into the cab. And Ramsey's is 3 years old. There's no reason whatsoever that should have happened, but yet it did. And so that's all fixed. Ramsey's also had to get a fuel filter changed as well. We got the oil change down in Florida. Ramsey's also had to get the tires balanced because roughly around 72 miles per hour, it was rough. Ramsey's also had a bolt in his tire down in Florida. So we had to get that fixed. And was there anything else? Oh, Ramsey's got new front brakes. The front brakes were down to 5%. And so went ahead, Ramsey's got new brakes, front brakes as well. So Ramsey's is all ready for the next trip, which sounds like it's probably most likely going to be, I'm guessing, New York. I'm guessing based on the information that I'm getting right now. Amish it flipper, $2. Why are you always so hangry, Hulk? Thanks for the $2, Amish it flipper. Oh, Lazy Walking P. And yep, Lazy Walking P just sent more great info. You pay less property tax on multi-living units. So, and this is the beauty with real estate. There's no other investment that you could ever make here in the United States where you will get the tax benefits and breaks that the government gives you that you get on real estate, period. Depreciation, one word, depreciation takes your income down, less taxes, okay? All right, and let's see what else we have here. Other questions. Cheryl Crisp says real estate is outrageously high there, even for really bad fixer-uppers. Remember, you always want to buy the worst house in the best area. That's how you make your money on flipping. Kimberly Hunter, $4.99. Keep it up. 800 watching. Keep the temperatures up because I'm freezing. Absolutely freezing. The house is cold too. We're actually in my bedroom right now. Every Sunday night, you guys are invited in my bedroom. Awkward, I know. But my bedroom, this whole wall off to the side here, very few of you have ever seen it, and most of you never will. But the entire wall, it's all windows. I have an entire wall of windows. And so heating and cooling, it's about, I want to say it's roughly 20 feet by 25 feet, 20 feet by 25 feet with a cathedral ceiling. It's a nightmare. It's a nightmare for heating. It's so cold in here. And Enrique Ortiz sent $5. Thank you. Cat Gibbons sent $5. What you so hangry about? You're making me angry. I know you hangry. All right. Let's see what else we got going on here. And Tyler says, hey, Jeremy. Hey, Tyler. And Aaron Proctor says, way to go, 49ers. All right, there we go. And let's get to your questions. Okay, when will you get a safe cracker? You ruin great safes, man. So Cat Gibbons says, when will you get a safe cracker? Never, because you don't understand what I'm doing and accomplishing. So with your limited insight, you have no clue. The safes that we crack, number one, would resell for maybe $50. Maybe. So number one, you have a fundamental misunderstanding of what the safes are actually worth. Number two, you don't understand what it actually takes to have somebody else go and rekey it. At a bare minimum, you're going to pay a locksmith $250. I don't care if you're in Ohio or in California. $250 for him to even look at it and relock it. For a $50 safe, you do the math. All right? So the answer is never. We're never going to try and crack them. We're never going to do it. We're going to have fun. We're going to do what it is, because fun is worth more than a $50 safe. There you have it. There is your answer. Oh, by the way, if you sense a little pinned up aggression, I get a million comments coming from every direction. You destroyed a safe. You could have sold that safe for thousands. It amazes me how much these people know about business, and yet they didn't offer me $1,000 for the safe. The safe is worthless, and to pay somebody $250 to even look at it is a loss, and fun is a gain. That's why we don't. Cat Gibbons, did I get your $5? If not, Cat Gibbons, you're getting another $5, because that's probably what you meant to type in there anyway. All right. And Flippin' Adventure said you've shown the entire wall on Windows on a YouTube video. Yeah, you're right. I have shown the wall. Yeah. So if you watch the daily stories that I post, I'll show things like that before. So, or maybe I've actually put it in a full video. I don't even know. I don't know what's on there anymore. I have no clue. Uh-oh. You know what? I knew something was missing. There we go. It's the flu. It's the flu. Wait. I'm feeling this. If I just look at that, I just went all hipster on you guys. Look for me at your local coffee shop. All right. Let's see. Tina Lee Laurie says busting them safes open looks like so much fun. It is. It is a blast. That one that I got the opportunity to do with Rob with Second Sense, that one was a monster. And it makes it so much more fun when such cool history is inside. That one was amazing. And by the way, even though I hint and say asbestos, it's a joke. There's no asbestos in that safe. We know what we're doing beforehand. Even though you, as a viewer, you go, oh, there's asbestos everywhere. We already know there's no asbestos. We've already checked it out beforehand. We just don't go slamming into safes to slam into safes. All right. And Storage Legend said, welcome to my world. Linda bought a duplex. Ooh. Make it into smaller apartments. Yeah, you could make it into smaller apartments. Have you ever considered getting a GoPro? James, we thought about a GoPro in the beginning. Actually, a subscriber in the very beginning recommended we needed this one camera and paid $400 for it. It was completely useless for what we do. Absolutely useless for what we do. And so that being said, we have found that, number one, Everything gets done on my cell phone. So this is a Samsung. I've now upgraded to an S9. Everything for filming, editing, compiling, uploading, everything gets done on the cell phone. So GoPros aren't going to do much for me because I need ease and convenience. I spend way too much time working. And when I film it for you, it actually takes even more time. And then I have to edit it. And so all of that happens here. Now, if I hire a full-time editor and filmer, then they want to use a GoPro, that's fine. They can use those shots because then I actually get to have a life afterwards and I don't stay up till 4 a.m. actually editing videos for you guys. So that's why it's really important here in 2020 that I actually have a full-time filmer and editor that can, and it's not just any filmer and editor. I know some of you have reached out to me and go, well, Jeremy, I'll do it. I don't want somebody who can do what I can do. If you're going to do it, if you're going to do exactly what I do, that's not what I need. I need somebody who knows how to take it to the next level. And so the goal is always growth. If a GoPro comes into then that's great. As long as I'm not the one that has to edit it and use all of that video and I get a life back. In all reality, that's what it amounts to. Hiring so I get a life back. That's why you hire somebody in the first place, because you don't have time to do something and I have to get that time back in my life. Hope that answers your question. I missed some super chats. Let me see how many I missed. The world needs, Flippin' Adventure said the world needs more fun. Isn't that the truth? That's absolutely the truth. And Pat D72 said, did you have snow at home? Yeah, we did yesterday. We don't now. We just have ice. And then we had Janine Wallace, $5. Ha ha ha, chicken. 823. All right, we got all the super chats. Let's see. What else do we have? Nice points for real. Jeremy, Crockers, Lockers, use dynamite. Actually, I would love to use dynamite just to film it and run away as fast as possible. But we've not gotten to that point yet. End Times Watcher says, Jeremy, thank you. Thank you, Jeremy, for all the info you give for free. I think we're going to start storage and selling, reselling. Nice, End Times Watcher. That would be great. And again, we try and educate and we try and entertain you all at the same time. I would not do this if I didn't find it fun and I wasn't able to share some of that weirdness and humor. And part of that goes into cracking open safes as well. And so if it didn't, YouTube for me, YouTube is different for everybody, right? YouTube for some people, it's all about community. And there is that sense. There's absolutely community within YouTube. I feel like most of you are family. And so, but more than that, an important need that YouTube meets is it gives me a creative outlet that I wasn't able to use anymore. So when I had the opportunity to generate and create and dream up high adventure elements and build them on my own, and retreats, military retreats, and Indiana Jones retreats for men and princess retreats for women, and use all that creativity. It was a ton of fun. Now what I do is I put that creative energy into YouTube. Mick Draper sent $1.99. Mr. Draper says hello. Hales low to you too, Mr. Draper. Okay. And Donna says, I love my YouTube family. I'll never quit YouTube. So YouTube is a family, and a lot of people, that's what it is. Some people, it's generating income for their business. It's marketing. For some people, it's a creative outlet, and I love it. I absolutely love it. Let's see what I can keep up with. Steph's Universe, YouTube equals like minds. Yeah, birds of a feather flock together. That truly is. Mookie Pookie says, GoPros don't seem to capture everything. Well, probably the biggest issue is that you don't know your angle. So you have to be able to see what's going on. And Rockfish Reseller said, Jeremy, you inspired me. Now I'm doing it. That's awesome. And Storage Auction Sniper said, get a chest mount rig for your cell phone. Not going to work. Have to be able to see the actual, I need to know what's in view. And so chest mount is lack of quality. I want to increase the quality. I want to go higher in the level of excellence. So that while that's a great solution, but that doesn't meet my goal of taking the channel to the next level. And that would even, you see what I'm saying? Oh boy. Cracker's Locker says we love our YouTube family. And they've got quite a big YouTube family down there in Texas. They really do. And Mary Deathly Deals just at $2.99 towards your first dynamite stick. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Wouldn't that be amazing if we actually found dynamite in a storage unit? That would be incredible. I would absolutely love that. And Cracker's Locker says, love your guidance, Jeremy. Hope it helps even a little bit. With anything I say, you have to keep this in mind. With anything I say, and let me back this up. With anything anybody says, it's not just me, even though I say some stupid stuff. And sometimes you don't know if I'm joking or if I'm dead serious. And that makes it even funnier for me because I laugh on the inside and don't show you. But and sometimes I laugh out loud when I ask, like, Alexa, define fart.
Flatulence, also known as a fart, happens when your intestines need to release gas.
Come on,
gas
man.
forms for several reasons, including digesting food, swallowed air, and overgrowth of bacteria in the small intestines due to a medical issue, or carbohydrates.
Okay,
like
Alexa,
bread.
done. That's good. Man, I should get a button like that on. All right, so anyways, anything I ever share with you, anything anybody ever shares with you, you always need to sift through that. Okay, think of this like gold mining, right? You sift, and you hope all the dirt falls to the bottom, and then you get that nugget of gold. And when you get that nugget of gold, you hold on to it, you polish it, and you're like, man, this is the nugget of gold. Any information I share with you should be just like that. You see what I'm saying? There's nuggets of gold, but you got to sift through all the dirt. Not everything I say is ever going to work for everyone. You have a system, you have a region, things don't work the same way in your region where you're at. They don't work in the system where you're at. You try and sift through it and you find that nugget of gold. Or the reality is things change. If you were to watch a video from a year ago, something I said, and then say, hey, oh, Jeremy, bring it back up. And then say, Jeremy, do you still think this? I guarantee you, I would probably go, no, I don't think that at all anymore. Things change, people change, perspectives change, business plans change. And so you got to be careful as you got to look at dates on videos. Like what was going on when Jeremy, like I won't even talk about eBay anymore on the videos because eBay changes so much. And I still have people asking me, will you give us your free 40 tips to being successful on eBay? Well, I have to update that and update that and update because eBay is always changing. And frankly, what I really need to do is take down any video I ever did on eBay because it keeps changing. The videos are wrong now. You see? You sort through, find the nuggets of gold, apply the nuggets of gold, and then you're doing great and you'll be golden. And that doesn't happen just with What the Hales. You need to do that with anybody you listen to. And frankly, anybody that you listen to, you want to know, is there a level of success? You're probably not going to listen to somebody who's talking all this talk, and yet there isn't a level of success in their life, right? You want to look for experts. I use this often as I talked about when I started to look at real estate. When you can get real estate, and you can buy for back taxes. And what the first thing I did is I went into the auction and I looked for the best dressed person and I sat down right beside him and I went, hi, my name is Jeremy Hales. What's your name? And I said, I've never done this before. What can you teach me? And it was a banker. And the banker told me everything from the side of the bank trying to secure the property so they don't lose out on their investment. I learned something extremely important that day on real estate. And I learned it from the eyes of a banker. But there's other people you can learn from too. Always find that person that's doing the best, they're the most successful, and then try and find other perspectives too, okay? All right, let's see if we can take another question. John Phillips said, what did Jeremy ask Alexa? You can go back. I've asked Alexa a couple things in this video, and all of them make me crack up. Shut down, Alexa. She get mouthy. My new sidekick. Alexa, are unicorns real?
I'm not sure. I've heard unicorns live inside of rainbows. Or is it that rainbows live inside of unicorns? By the way, it looks like you're new here. If you have a few minutes, I can help you get started.
No, thank you,
Should we
Alexa.
start now?
Nope, nope, nope. We should ask Alexa how to find a unicorn horn. Oh, buy a storage unit. All right, one more question. And did I see that? Let me see. Let me check my text really quick because I think I just saw that George is going live. And oh, for everybody with Gwen, my employee Gwen. Gwen is in the hospital right now, being induced, and I just got a message from her aunt. So not sure if you've been kept up to speed with Gwen. I'm at home now waiting. She's been in the hospital for like 2 days now. Keep praying for Gwen because she has been in the hospital for 2 days, and they have induced would you say pregnancy? Delivery. They have induced the delivery. So keep her in your prayers, please. And we would appreciate that much. Kimberly Boucher just sent $1. Bam! George. I guess George is going live, right? I think so. So George, I did see that George was going live. I didn't think he was going live because he has the flu, but apparently somebody said he was going live. I'm pretty sure I saw that. And Grimesfine said, "What the Hales? Are you free tomorrow?" I see you just text me, Justin. So I'll be in touch with you, I promise. So we'll see what we can do. I do have plans in the morning. I have 2 meetings in the morning, but we'll see what we can do as far as New York, for sure. And with that being said, head on over to Taking a Risk afterwards, because if you love George type taking a risk. If you love George type taking a risk. Second Chance just said $3. Bam! Thank you. If you love George and you want to see him eating porridge. If you love George, type in taking a risk. Did you guys all have a question that I didn't get to tonight? Was there one on your mind? Did you guys all want to know? Okay, all right. I'm going to answer it. I've avoided it long enough. You all want to know where the Hales George is. I'm about to tell you right now, if you're still here. George is